The Type 94 light armored vehicle, also known as the Type 94 tankette, was a small tank used by the Imperial Japanese Army during World War II. Initially, this vehicle was not intended as a frontline armored combat vehicle, but was classified as an armored tractor, mainly for towing and transport logistics. However, it later became active in frontline combat. In 1930, the Imperial Japanese Army introduced a British-made Cardin Lloyd Mk.VI, and from March to October 1931, it was evaluated by the infantry and cavalry schools. The conclusion drawn by the military was that this tank is not suitable for direct combat but has good potential for tasks such as transporting ammunition, reconnaissance, guard duties, and command. In 1932, Japan decided to develop a multifunctional armored vehicle similar to the Cardin Lloyd Mk.VI, designed by Technical Lieutenant Colonel Hara Tohin of the Imperial Japanese Army Technical Headquarters, with the codename TK Vehicle, Special Towing Vehicle, also known as the HO type. Testing was completed in 1934, and it was officially named the Type 94 Armored Tractor, with the towing cargo rack officially coded as Type 94 3/4-ton supply towed vehicle. Although the original intention of development was an armored transport vehicle, due to the technological reference from the ultralight tank, the Imperial Army General Staff believed that these vehicles not only had cargo capabilities but could also be used for training in armored combat. Therefore, the official name was changed from Armored Tractor to Light Armored Vehicle, which was allocated to regular divisions, and a Light Armored Vehicle Training Center was established under these units. This vehicle was equipped with a rotating turret with a machine gun, which frontline units used as a tracked armored vehicle for infantry support tasks. After the outbreak of the Second Sino-Japanese War, the lack of tanks and anti-tank weapons in the Chinese army meant that the relatively weak Type 94 did not pose much of a threat, and its small size made it convenient to transport and maneuver through the streets of towns, providing fire support during urban warfare and serving as an armored patrol vehicle in occupied areas. As a result, this vehicle was active on the front lines and became the main force in sweeping the Chinese battlefield, with almost all army divisions equipped with it. In 1937, the Sino-Japanese War broke out, and the Japanese Army extensively deployed the Type 94 in actual combat, utilizing it alongside the Type 89 medium tank as an independent light armored vehicle detachment. Originally intended for transport and reconnaissance missions, the Type 94 also participated in launching assaults on the front lines in the Chinese theater. Due to its design philosophy emphasizing small size, lightweight, and ease of mass production, the Type 94's thickest armor was only 12 mm, sufficient to withstand ordinary bullets fired from light weapons. Nationalist soldiers discovered that a Type 94 could be destroyed with a single explosives pack or a cluster grenade, and sometimes even armor-piercing rounds fired from heavy machine guns could penetrate its armor and harm its crew. However, the Chinese army was rarely equipped with anti-tank weapons and heavy machine guns, so the Type 94 was more than adequate to dominate the Chinese battlefield, which is why it was active during the Sino-Japanese War. However, this vehicle appeared quite vulnerable against European and American forces. During the Battle of Namenhen in 1939, the Japanese army, using Type 94s against the highly mechanized Soviet army, which was primarily equipped with T-26 and BT tanks, encountered significant difficulties. Japan launched the Pacific War on December 8, 1941. Due to the lack of tank equipment among the European and American garrisons in Southeast Asia, and the predominantly jungle terrain, Japan invested heavily in small tanks. On the day the Pacific War broke out, Japan invaded Hong Kong. The hilly and island-dominated terrain of Hong Kong limited the use of tanks, thus, the Japanese military used the small Type 94 tanks to form armored units for the assault on Hong Kong. On the night of the 24th, the Type 94 tank unit supported the Japanese infantry's raid on British positions in Stanley but was entirely annihilated in a short period by the British forces, who were at a manpower and resource disadvantage. The burning wreckage further caused the Japanese infantry to lose the cover of darkness during the night attack, highlighting the Type 94's inadequacy for the task. In the early stages of the Pacific War, the Japanese forces were still able to overwhelm British, American, and Dutch garrisons in